welcome to this Cooperative Banking Summit. What I'm going to talk about today essentially is, something that is going to change the way in terms of, banks are looking at technology. This is the way that, we are going to be, adapting newer technologies. There are more channels coming in. So we are looking at, basically something called banking. Now, what is multi-channel banking? As you all know, that, we first, from the banking perspective, other than, your branches, it slowly moved out to the ATM. Then you brought in, internet banking. You had IVR or call center-based, banking, telephone banking. And nowadays, everybody's talking so much about this mobile banking. But what are the, issues that typically get faced with these channels that we have? It is, as a bank, you will be managing multiple systems, you will be managing multiple different technologies, and it is not so easy as, the banking gets more complex, the number of channels get more complex. It is not going to become easy to be able to manage this from a technology perspective. All kinds of, issues will be faced. I am sure everybody in this, banking technology summit, all the bankers here, even if they have already deployed a solution like this, will understand that, from an IT perspective, from a management perspective, there are challenges that they are facing, right? So which means, you have multiple systems to manage, as I was talking about. There will be various reconciliation issues, and then these two multiple channels don't really talk to each other, so the handoff of information between this is not, easily managed, and which is where we are talking about something called omni-channel banking. Omnichannel banking is a concept that has, grown over the last couple of years, and this is a product that we have actually launched in India very recently. We have a very strong focus in the cooperative banking segment. So this is something that is going to make, the customers of the banks realize that it is much easier to use these varied channels today as opposed to, what the current experiences that they have. And why is this? For the simple reason is that India is getting younger, right? If you look at the statistics, a large percentage of our population is less than 45 years of age, right? And what is it that they are actually asking for and demanding? Because all the millennials, as we call them, the people in the range of around 18 to 45, they are basically the youth who are adapting to technology, who are using these various new channels to the maximum effort. You will find less and less of them coming to the physical brick and mortar branch. It does not mean that because cooperative bank, because you have a, very, very strong approach towards relationship-based banking, you have a very strong approach towards community-based banking. That is slowly, technology and all the introduction of these various channels is making it more easier for people to actually access banking, and something like this is what, all of them are looking for. Now, I'm sure, that when you look at teenagers today to, young adults, 20, 25, you will always see them, on the phone, walking around like this as though, they're, actually doing something. They could be on social media. They could be, your Facebook or your Twitter account or whatever. They could be doing, any other thing. They could be recharging their mobile. They could be, making a purchase on Flipkart or Amazon or something. So mobile and all the associated technology associated with that is something that has been very easily and very quickly been adapted to by this generation. So what does all that mean, basically? They want something that is, they can connect to easily. They also they have their own demands in terms of what they need in terms of, wanting more help. They adapt to, non-financial entrants like, your Paytm, mobile wallets today everybody is talking about. Valuations of mobile wallets are going through the roof. Paytm is actually doing significant amount of business in this country today. So, right? And their expectation is that their banking provider should be far more proactive. Fine. If there are 100 banks represented here today, let me say that all 100 banks have internet banking, mobile banking, call center, ATM, all of this. What we are talking about is one single system that will encompass all of this and provide a single experience to the end user. Right? So that is exactly what the bank is. The new millennials are expecting from a thing. If I am working on a mobile device or I'm working on a, any other device, I should be able to use this. This is just a statistics to show you that, what's the growth of mobile banking in India. It has gone to significant levels from the time that it got introduced, a few years back. In the last 2 years, it has almost tripled as of Jan this year. So this is a channel that is being adopted very quickly. Banks should take cognizance of this and try and increase the user experience, which will, benefit the bank from a, perspective of transactions and from the perspective of the, business. So what is our omni-channel platform? Basically, it's a device agnostic and platform agnostic and resolution agnostic application. So like any internet banking, I mean, not internet, like any mobile banking, it's available anytime, anywhere, okay? But there are significant differences from the fact that it is the same service across, all your devices. And as I was saying, as I was saying, irrespective of the device that you use, whether you are using it, from your house, whether you are using it on your tablet or your phablet, or you're using it on your mobile phone, the user experience remains absolutely and totally consistent. You can add on a whole host of benefits and functionalities onto that same platform that gives the, the user, the entire banking capability on, any kind of device sitting anywhere. So this is what I was talking about. You have, it could be on a desktop, it could be on a tablet, it could be on a large, phablet or a mobile phone. The experience is exactly the same, and there is no change in terms of things. So it makes it much easier. From a user perspective, internet banking, State Bank of India has got a completely different experience. If I download the mobile phone app, it has got a completely different experience. I don't want to spend time to learn. This makes it much easier. So all the standard, feature functionality that you expect from a banking perspective is available on this. Your accounts, you can do, all the standard transactions from a personal banking side or from a business banking perspective. All the standard feature and functionalities are there. The other features, we have all multi-factor authentication. A lot of security has been built into the product so that, gives the bank the assurance that, there is not going to be any fraud on this. Administration modules allow the bank to, go ahead and do this, back-end administration of the entire application. But here is one completely unique thing we have added onto this, right? RBI has very recently given the green signal to go ahead. Now, I'm sure everybody here knows, what check truncation is, right? You're no longer sending a physical item for clearing. It is actually the image of the check and the data associated with it, which is going for clearing. So it has now become an electronic clearing system in a sense. RBI has recently given us green signal saying that you can even deposit your check using your mobile phone. You take a picture of your check, capture the details, and zap it off to your bank. Your bank will do the further processing and send it for clearing. Now, that is something that has been built into this omni-channel product of ours as well. That's a solution that we have. We have more than 40,000 customers in the US who are using this product, and that has been introduced into India recently. We have interacted with RBI, and RBI has given us the green signal to go ahead and push this thing. So this is an additional feature and functionality that is given to you for your customers to be able to use. Sitting at home, he can actually deposit the instrument. So typically, he will capture the image of the check, he will go ahead and enter the data, the front and the back, and he sends it off to the bank, and he gets a confirmation from the bank saying, yes, we have received this item. Making banking easier is all what this, easier and more convenient is what this is all about, right? All the other things like, check requests and, auditing and, so on and so forth, I will not spend time because these are all standard features, but then it's available as something that, from a banker's perspective, it is all of these are available. You can also, give the same thing to your customer service representative. They have access to the various different modules to be able to, answer any question if they need to, whether on the IVR system or through the mobile that they have provided for them. All the standard reports in terms of how it's been functioning, whether it's been working okay, how many people are using it, what are the locations. If you start geotagging Today is another buzzword that everybody is talking about, geotagging. You can start geotagging, enable the mobile phone to be, GPS enabled. You can geotag which location is your customer coming from. All of those data also can be captured to the system. You can put your own branding that allows you to go ahead and not only push your bank's brand as such, but you can also push your various products and services that the bank offers. One of our customers who has already launched this product for their customer in Mumbai is the Sri Arihant Cooperative Bank, which is a medium-sized bank that is based out of Mumbai. They have already launched this, and there's been a significant appreciation from their customer base. There's more in terms of branding, where all you can go ahead and add your bank's products and features. Here's another advantage. We're talking about regional language support. You want this to be available to your customers in Marathi, it's readily available. You want it in any other language, Kannada or Hindi, you have a choice of going ahead and doing that. So if you're a multi-state bank and you have branches in other locations that require, let's say in Hyderabad, you want it in Telugu, we can provide that for you. And easy integration to your existing core banking application. Irrespective of what your current back-end host system is, who your provider is, we can do the integration because it is standard APIs we have created for this. Right? So all the transactions, everything can be in real time as well. You want to integrate into Paytm, you want to integrate into your other channels that you have. That integration also makes it, we have standard APIs that make it very easy for you to do that. So as I was talking about, single application, multiple devices, multiple channels, all supported under, on one platform. So that's all about the product. A very, very brief, 2 or 3 slides about who we are, essentially. We've been in the banking space for about 20 odd years, and we have significant customer base in the US. India, we have more than 300 banks, across the various kinds of banks, public sector banks, private sector banks, urban cooperative banks, district banks, etc. We are headquartered out of Hyderabad, and we have support centers also in various locations. These are some of the products that we have got. We have got, the entire suite of products for banks from core banking. We have got, a priority sector lending solution, which is basically the Kisan loan system. We have solutions for automation of primary agricultural credit societies. We've got omni-channel banking, as I just talked about, eKYC, AML, customer onboarding platform using a mobile or a tab-based thing. Entire suite of payment systems from remote deposit capture to mobile deposit to check truncation, mandate management, and ACH system. These are some of the customers that we have who are using the various products and services. We offer our products on a services model also, which is on a per transaction basis too, not just in terms of selling the solution to the bank. That's about it. Thank you all.